Transformers, Age of Extinction. Woo!
Yeah.
All right. Shayna,
Yes.
I gotta admit that I did like this than the last two installments.
But really?
It was that enjoyable for me.
I don't know. I actually like the first Transformers better than this one because this one was just so, like, there were way too many unnecessary things that, like, we didn't care about at all. And at least in the very first Transformers, you kind of cared about the characters. Even though they were, like, really stupid, you still kind of cared about them.
No, don't get me wrong. I got it. I liked it than the last two. The first one is still my favorite, no doubt about it. My main problem with this movie is that it tries too hard to force a plot on what's going on.
Yeah, but then there was, like, it was like they took a plot that was kind of interesting and then, like, mashed together another plot that was also kind of interesting and then another plot that was also kind of interesting, and then they all kind of worked together in a way that just really confused everyone, well, at least me. And then, like, it was, like, too much going on. They could have, like, cut out entire sections of the plot and everything would have been better, and the movie would have been, like, an hour shorter.
They were just trying to fit too much in, well, how long was this movie? 2 hours and a half, it seemed like?
I don't know. I heard some lady saying outside that it was 3 hours long, but it was, I don't know. I don't know if she actually knew what she was talking about.
Again, with this story, we get a whole, like the last two, actually, we get brand new Autobots, save for Bumblebee and Optimus, because, quite frankly, they're the only Autobots we care about nowadays, you know?
Yeah. Well, I didn't really care about Bumblebee all that much, but okay.
I think the big problem was that they force, try to shove as much down your throat, plot-wise, and, try and make a movie out of it. Well, all this time, just shoving action in your face.
Yeah, like the first Transformers, which I actually didn't hate, surprisingly enough, was like, they kind of had a plot, but they treated it like more like a comedy. They didn't try and be serious about it. But this, they just put too much stuff in there and then tried to, like, force feed it to you like, this is serious. Pay attention. Be invested in the characters. Another thing that bothered me was the script writing. Like, they had really bad lines. Like, the guy, he's backing up. They actually, like, took 3 seconds to film him backing up saying, come on, come on, come on. And then, like, they did it again. Come on, Tessa, come on, Tessa, come on, Tessa, come on, Tessa. And it's like, why are you filming all of that? We don't care that he's saying come on. I really didn't like her role at all. Like,
Nicola Peltz?
Yeah, basically all she did was wear really short shorts and scream a lot. And then, like, she was there for when the boyfriend was like, grab my stick, and then she grabbed the stick. And then,
you mean the stick shift, right?
That's what happened. But that's what I'm saying, is that's the kind of role she had, was like, sex appeal, daughter, emotional stuff that wasn't really emotional because her acting wasn't all that great. I mean, it was okay, but basically all she did was scream, so it wasn't much material to give her.
That's the staple with these Transformers movies. They have to have this eye candy in there to draw the male audience.
I know, but they put Mark Wahlberg in there. And Mark Wahlberg is, like, a way better actor than Shia LaBeouf. And so I figure, okay, well, if they're going to try and make it into, like, a serious movie, like, the trailer portrayed it, and then they're going to put Mark Wahlberg instead of this, teeny bopper actor, then, hopefully they're less sexist, too.
They don't say what happened to Shia. They don't say what happened to Shia's girlfriend, I think Rosie Huntington.
He doesn't get back together with Megan Fox?
No, he does not get back together. Yes, her weird thumb. I kind of regret telling you that now. But yeah, supposedly between the second and third movie they broke up. And he finds this Victoria's Secret model in, I forget her name. I forget her
See,
character name.
This is exactly the kind of sexist crap they put in there. He remembers that it's a Victoria's Secret model, but he doesn't remember her name.
I'm sorry. I read the articles, I swear.
Sure.
I just read the magazines for the articles.
You know that Victoria's Secret doesn't actually have like articles, right?
Since when?
Yeah. It's an underwear store. Like, what are they gonna write about? This lace feels so good on your butt.
Okay, I don't know what lace feels like on my butt, so
It
Transformers!
doesn't feel good.
Transformers! First off, something positive.
Stanley Tucci! Stanley Tucci was the positive in this movie.
The CEO?
Yeah, him.
Yeah.
The inventor guy.
I thought he was pretty good.
He was
with,
excellent.
with what they gave him with, you know? Like,
yeah. Like, he
they-
did so much more than just be, like, this dumb guy. He actually, like, made you hate him and then made you love him, which is really hard to do.
yeah, exactly. That's what exactly happened. I actually can feel for the guy.
I thought the way he went about it, like, was pretty good because he makes this, like, completely selfish.
They portray him as a Steve Jobs kind of person.
Well,
Like,
that was only because I said so, because they showed him in a turtleneck.
yeah, I kind of got that vibe too. I just didn't
Oh,
want to
okay.
say it in the movie. But yeah, he's like a Steve Jobs kind of character, and he's an innovator, inventor. He like wants to look forward to the future, and he is the guy providing the military to hunt down the Autobots for, you know, spoiler reason I'm not gonna say. In the end, I think it's pretty retarded.
Yeah, I don't
Honestly.
even get why they were doing it.
I don't know, understand either.
You can just tell me and then bleep it out.
Oh no.
No, you really don't understand.
No, I do understand, but like it's a
Tell me, because it's going to influence my opinion.
okay.
And that's why they're killing him off?
Yeah, basically.
Oh my god, that's stupid.
I told you it was stupid.
Yeah, we should totally have my reaction, because that's like an honest to God reaction of how stupid it was. And we should just like bleep out everything you tell me and then just have it end with, oh my god.
Some plot points are very vague. It's like they take the easy way out, the shortcuts. Like, oh, this happened because of this, and like they don't really tell you. Oh, wait, they can actually do that.
Yeah, like, oh, by the way, this is possible.
Yeah,
Just
like
so you know.
a lot of this movie was like taking shortcuts. How did you feel about Mark Wahlberg and the daughter? You know.
Yeah, it was okay, but they like tried to push it too hard rather than keeping like these little subtle things, you know? Because then she's just like this brat, and she's like, you don't let me have any fun, no. And like, then you're just kind of like, yeah, okay, we get it already, you know? But like, instead of just putting little tiny details that already suggest it, you know? Because we've seen so many movies where there's a daughter and a dad, and she's like, you know, independent, and he's got to raise her by himself. I mean, at least I think everybody has seen a lot of those. But anyway.
It's been done and handled a lot better.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Exactly. And then the guy, the boyfriend, I like the way that they gave him like this, like, okay, he doesn't like me, I'm gonna like, you know, stand up to him kind of thing. But he was a real wuss, actually.
If an action movie distracts you enough from the plot, I think it's a okay movie. I think it's enjoyable, but there's a but.
Well, I think it actually only did that until like the last half hour of the movie.
Yeah, that's when
During the last half hour of the movie, even the action wasn't enough to keep me away from the bad plot.
Yeah, it's because they kept pushing the plot. Like, oh no, we're
Yeah.
doing this because of this. It's like, just have me, you know, immerse myself in giant robots, freaking wrestling, shooting guns at each other, riding giant dinosaur robot things.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah. Would you actually spend your money and watch this movie in the theaters?
No. This is probably one of those where you like rent it for one night and watch it at a sleepover when you're really, really tired and can't pay attention to the plot at all anyway. I think it's a weekend rental when you have a lot of people over and you're not at all concerned with a movie actually making sense, then you can watch this.
Well, for me, like, since I'm invested in the Transformers franchise, it's
Yeah.
actually my initial reaction was like, ugh, I gotta go watch this Transformers movie because I saw the last 3. And then, like, I watched it, and I was like, oh, okay, this is actually pretty good. And then, like, I watched it again, and I was like, oh, That's the only reason why I wanted to watch it, honestly.
Well, it seems kind of disconnected from the other ones because, like you say, they don't really tie it in, and it's an entirely new cast except for Bumblebee and Optimus Prime, which aren't even people.
I don't know. I think Peter Cullen, the voice actor, he does an awesome job as Optimus Prime. You know, wise
even though
leader.
They give him like really stupid lines.
I know.
Like at the end, he's like, "When you look into the stars, think of one of them as my soul." And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, oh, look, it's Optimus Prime's soul over there in Orion's belt. Like,
okay. We get it. You kind of hate this movie.
I don't hate it. I just think they did a really bad job. So there's this one Autobot, and he's blue, and he's got a Japanese accent.
That's the Autobot. I don't remember his name.
Well, he doesn't make any sense whatsoever. He's a robot who speaks with a Japanese accent, has like a full-on samurai outfit with 2 swords, and he's got like the samurai helmet, and he's got this little goatee, and he's got this Japanese accent.
He even has the eyes.
And he has a face. Like a full-on face. It's not made out of skin, it's made out of metal, but it's still a face.
It looks like an actual Japanese person.
It's like he went and scanned a helicopter because he transformed into a helicopter. He went and scanned a helicopter, and he's like, I'm going to transform into this. And then scanned a museum samurai picture, and he's like, okay, and then I'm going to transform into that. And then somehow got a Japanese accent. Like, I actually took some time and thought about whether or not it would be possible. I was like, okay, maybe he, like, landed in Japan. And I'm like, okay, maybe he was, like, in Japan, and so the radio that he used to like speak had a Japanese accent.
See,
but still, why does he look like that? And why does he have a face?
I don't see. This is I can explain like why he talks, but I can't explain why he looks like that.
Yeah, like Bumblebee didn't actually have a face. Optimus Prime didn't actually have a face.
He still has the mouth.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't have like a full on, like he doesn't have a nose. He doesn't look like a human, is what I'm saying.
Oh, this guy
that doesn't make any sense. Like, the new characters that they introduced, they're like, we're gonna make them actually look like humans. For some reason, that doesn't... Like, I can't think of what that reason would be.
Plot holes. This movie has a lot of plot holes.
Yeah, so, what would you call this? Would you call it a rental, or would you call it a matinee, or what?
Oh, we're doing these kind of ratings? Sweet.
Well, I'm just asking... No, you asked me, I'm just asking you.
Oh, me? I actually would say that if you're a fan of the series, pay for a matinee. It's worth the money to see it on the big screen.
Wait, are you saying if you're a fan of the series, like these other movies that they just recently did, or the Transformers franchise as a whole? Well,
if you're a fan of the Transformers, and if you're a fan of what they did with the movie so far, yeah, sure, go out and watch it for a matinee. If you have no freaking idea, and like you just want to watch an action movie, yeah, this would be a rental for me.
Okay. So, out of 10, what would you give it?
Yeah, this one, the problems really outweigh the actual, like, I have more problems with it, and it bugs me. So I would probably give this like just 5 or 6, honestly.
Yeah, I would give it a 5. Because, like, the only redeeming quality, well, the only 2 redeeming qualities were Stanley Tucci and his excellent acting, and the action in the first half of the movie. Those are the only things that redeem it.
Sweet.
High 5.
Whee! See, there's an also problem. I'm like, in the beginning of the movie, there were these, like, spaceships. For some reason, it looked like giant snails. Like, really, what the hell,
They
man?
did look like giant
snails, come on!
I thought the same thing. I was like, well, there's, like, floating snails out in space. Oh, and another thing that bothers me is that, like, every time they show in movies, they show, like, around things flying into Earth, they never show satellites. Have you ever noticed that? Satellites that we put up there? There's, like, never anything else out there.
Well, think of it this way. If they do, they have to, like, do the whole gravity thing, and, like, there goes Sandra Bullock flying in and I'm flying away again.